Today's episode, we delve into a profound yet often overlooked aspect of human interactions: the risks of sharing our vulnerabilities. Have you ever considered that when you confide your worries, there might be those who use this knowledge against you? Sadly, it's not uncommon for people to exploit such situations, exacerbating emotional pain rather than alleviating it. 1. How much can we really trust and open our hearts? Let's take a relatable example. Imagine your business venture didn't pan out as hoped. You choose to share your concerns, seeking solace or advice. But instead of genuine empathy, what you get is a facade. Behind this mask, some might quietly judge you, casting aspersions on your capabilities and responsibility. They might even spread rumors, adding insult to injury. This situation parallels a personal betrayal in a relationship. Picture a partner who's unfaithful. They might confess and apologize, but in the shadows your heartache becomes a subject of ridicule. Expressing emotions like sorrow, despair, or frustration can inadvertently invite certain individuals to manipulate and deepen your anguish. This disturbing facet of human connections brings us to a critical juncture. At times of vulnerability, when we most need support and understanding, we face the risk of additional harm. It prompts a crucial reflection. How much should we open our hearts? How much can we truly trust? The answer isn't straightforward, but it's vital to navigate these waters with both openness and caution. While sharing can be cathartic and foster connections, it's also important to discern who truly deserves your trust. As the saying goes, a ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. We're meant to sail the seas of life, but we must also learn to weather its storms wisely. In doing so, we grow stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle the challenges that come our way. Risky choice of confidants. In a world where the fear of judgment and ridicule can lead us into a cocoon of emotional isolation, it's crucial to understand that the choice of confidants is more than a mere selection. It's a strategic decision impacting our emotional well-being. This notion isn't new. As the renowned philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." This is particularly resonant in our journey to find those rare individuals who provide genuine support and understanding. A quest that becomes a beacon of hope in a world often marred by insensitivity and superficial connections. Creating and nurturing bonds of trust and mutual support in such an environment is not just beneficial. It's a revolutionary act of self-healing and resistance against the societal tide. It's in these sincere and constructive relationships that we find our stronghold, particularly during times of adversity. They remind us of the strength that emerges from shared struggles and empathetic understanding. Unfortunately, the modern era brings its own challenges in this regard. There are individuals whose behavior seeks to assert dominance or superiority amidst the chaos of others. This tendency, regrettably, goes beyond simple malice. In today's world, it often unveils deeper psychological issues, where some find a twisted satisfaction in the suffering of others. This unsettling reality highlights the importance of not just who we choose to surround ourselves with, but also the attitude we adopt in the face of life's trials. In essence, the act of choosing our confidants wisely and fostering authentic connections is a powerful tool in navigating the complexities of modern life. It offers a way to act as if nothing bothers you, not out of indifference, but as a testament to the resilience and strength derived from genuine relationships and a healthy emotional environment. This approach doesn't just safeguard our emotional health. It empowers us to face life's challenges with a newfound fortitude, turning every struggle into a stepping stone towards personal growth and emotional freedom. 3. To build resilience and safeguard yourself. It's not surprising that today, where success and happiness are often measured by material achievements, those who open up about their struggles with mental health, particularly depression, can unfortunately face ridicule and judgment, especially if they are seen as prosperous or famous. This troubling attitude points to a societal flaw where wealth and comfort are mistakenly assumed to shield one from emotional turmoil, leading to a lack of empathy and understanding towards mental health. To navigate such a landscape, it's crucial to build resilience and safeguard yourself against these negative perceptions. This calls for a deeper comprehension of human behavior and the complexities of mental health, advocating for a society that prioritizes emotional well-being over material success. It's about finding strength in vulnerability and recognizing the importance of environments that foster mental health and personal growth. In a culture quick to judge and revel in the misfortunes of others, developing a strong sense of self-worth and compassion, both for yourself and those around you, becomes vital. This includes learning when and how to share personal struggles. While openness is important, caution is advisable in environments where empathy may be lacking. Sharing personal issues in such settings can sometimes lead to unintended consequences like gossip or mockery, which might exacerbate your emotional distress. Therefore, I urge you to approach your challenges with confidence and independence. Whether it's tackling issues on your own or seeking professional advice when things feel overwhelming, remember that your mental well-being is paramount. In this journey, it's essential to find that delicate balance between sharing and protecting your emotional health, fostering an environment where everyone can thrive without the fear of judgment or ridicule. As you navigate through life's ups and downs, remember, your emotional resilience is your greatest ally. Trusting in your own ability to handle. Imagine you're facing a personal challenge or a situation that's really getting you down. Here's a powerful idea. Act as if nothing bothers you. Now, that doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about adopting a reserved and thoughtful approach. Trust yourself. You have the ability to handle these challenges without always rushing to get help from others. This is about building emotional autonomy, a solid foundation of self-reliance. Think of it this way. When you value your self-esteem and principles, you stay calm and balanced. This isn't just about feeling good emotionally. It's also about finding practical solutions to your problems. Sometimes by being more selective about what you share, the answers to your troubles can become clearer and more within your reach. There's a story I heard once about a mountain climber who faced a tough ascent. All alone, with no one to turn to, the climber had to rely on their own strength, skill, and judgment. It was tough, but in the end they reached the peak. This journey wasn't just about getting to the top of the mountain. It was about discovering their own resilience and capability. This approach of facing challenges on your own has many benefits. For starters, it protects your privacy, but more importantly, it builds a strong sense of self-sufficiency and self-confidence. When you tackle obstacles by yourself, you develop resilience, a crucial quality for overcoming future difficulties. So, what's the takeaway here? Next time you're in a tough spot, remember the mountain climber. Trust in your own strength and ability. Value your self-esteem and stay balanced. The solutions might be closer than you think. This is not just about overcoming a challenge, it's about growing stronger and more capable for the future. Act as if nothing bothers you, not because nothing does, but because you know you have the power to handle it. 5. Continual self-improvement. For men aged 30 to 65 who are learning to act as if nothing bothers you, it's essential to strike a delicate balance. This journey involves recognizing when to maintain a stoic front and when to seek help, which is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to strength and wisdom. As the famous saying goes, asking for help is not giving up. It's refusing to give up. The guidance of a professional can be invaluable in traversing life's intricate challenges, offering support and direction. This path requires a nuanced understanding of one's personal boundaries and needs, ensuring that privacy is respected while also acknowledging the necessity of external support. Each individual faces unique challenges, demanding a tailored approach that honors their specific circumstances. This journey of self-discovery and growth is an ongoing process, filled with continuous learning and evolution. By adopting this approach, you shield yourself from negative influences and simultaneously equip yourself to manage life's fluctuations with maturity and insight. The resilience built through this process is invaluable, preparing you not only for present difficulties but also for future challenges. It enables you to adapt and thrive in new situations and opportunities. Thus, by embracing this path of balanced self-awareness and growth, you're not just safeguarding your present but also laying the groundwork for a more resilient and self-reliant future. It's important to understand that perceiving everything as overly challenging may stem from a failure to recognize one's own limitations. To lead a life brimming with opportunities and accomplishments, it's crucial to act appropriately and strive for continual self-improvement. This approach, deeply rooted in modern life, offers a guiding light and a source of inspiration for navigating the ever-evolving challenges of our times. 6. Perseverance and resilience. The saying, "Fall 7 times, stand up 8, beautifully captures the essence of perseverance and resilience. Imagine each challenge as a stepping stone, making you stronger and more adept with every hurdle. It's crucial to rise above the tide of negative emotions and not let others chip away at your core strength and drive. Picture yourself as an unyielding oak in the face of a storm. When you embrace this unshakable attitude, the naysayers, those who revel in seeing others falter, lose their power over you. Your problems, once daunting mountains, transform into manageable hills. Facing adversity head-on, with a clear focus on the real world, illuminates the path to solutions, making them more attainable and within reach. Remember, it's not just about weathering the storm, but also learning to dance in the rain. As the renowned philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." This quote resonates deeply with our topic, reminding us that with a strong purpose we can overcome any obstacle. So let's embrace this journey with determination, knowing that each fall is just a setup for a stronger comeback, and each challenge a lesson in disguise. 7. Building a bedrock of self-confidence and self-respect. So sad when someone you deeply trusted lets you down. You've invested your heart and soul in a project or relationship, buoyed by the belief in their promises. But then, everything crumbles, leaving you in the throes of emotional turmoil, grappling with a sense of betrayal whether it was intentional or not. Now, these moments, as heart-wrenching as they are also profound learning experiences. The pain, sharp and raw, can be transformative, leading you down a path of self-discovery and inner strength. It's in these times that we learn to be resilient, to reassess our expectations, and to understand the true nature of our relationships. This is a crucial lesson in emotional balance. It's a wake-up call that our happiness shouldn't hinge solely on others. Building a bedrock of self-confidence and self-respect is key to navigating the intricate web of human connections. It's about facing life's challenges with grace and fortitude. These experiences, tough as they may be, are integral to our personal journey. They underscore the importance of keeping faith in ourselves, especially when confronted with disloyalty or disappointment. These moments also prompt us to ponder on human nature, the fleeting nature of relationships, and the importance of being emotionally self-reliant. By tackling these challenges head-on, you don't just heal from emotional scars. You emerge wiser, with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world, better equipped to handle future obstacles with a balanced perspective. So, dear listener, remember this. In the face of betrayal or disappointment, it's not just about getting through it. It's about growing through it, about finding that inner strength and self-belief that propels you forward. Embrace these experiences, for they are not just obstacles but stepping stones to a more resilient, self-aware you. Maintaining your composure. Understanding the intricate nature of coping with deep emotional pain, especially when it stems from betrayal or disappointment by someone you once trusted, is indeed a complex and challenging journey. When you discover that someone close has wronged you, it's a natural human reaction to feel a deep sense of sadness, disillusionment, and perhaps even a sense of despair. Internally, you might be grappling with a strong urge to let these emotions out, maybe through tears or an impulse to flee the situation. However, it's vital to carefully manage how and when you express these feelings, particularly in public settings. In such moments, despite feeling devastated, betrayed, and let down. Maintaining your composure in front of others is key. Showing your pain and despair openly not only gives others the leverage to affect your emotional state, but also might grant the person who hurt you a sense of control or satisfaction from witnessing the effects of their actions. To maintain dignity under these circumstances doesn't imply denying or suppressing your emotions. Rather, it's about recognizing these emotions and choosing to express them in an appropriate manner, in a safe and private setting away from those judgmental or prying eyes. This could mean finding a secluded spot to cry, to reflect, or to confide in a trusted individual, far from the source of your pain. Adopting this stance of calmness and control in the face of betrayal is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to your strength and self-control. By refusing to let others disrupt your emotional equilibrium, you assert dominion over your own life and feelings. This form of self-mastery is not just a valuable skill but a significant contributor to the development of a resilient and robust character. Furthermore, mastering the art of managing your emotions in adverse situations is a crucial tool for tackling future challenges with greater wisdom and equilibrium. The ability to process and navigate through emotional pain in a healthy and constructive manner is a vital aspect of personal growth. It enables you to emerge from traumatic experiences with increased strength, self-awareness, and maturity. This capability to handle difficult situations in a controlled and balanced way not only aids in overcoming moments of crisis but also primes you for facing future challenges with more effectiveness and confidence. By embracing this path of self-development, you arm yourself with the essential tools to traverse the complexities of life with poise and dignity. Remember, those who take pleasure in others' anger and frustration often aim to trigger a loss of emotional control, desiring to see a dramatic display of emotions such as a public breakdown or uncontrolled weeping. They relish in provoking, over-the-top reactions, feeling satisfied when they see you react impulsively to their provocations. However, experiencing betrayal or a significant disappointment doesn't label you as a failure. What's crucial is that you don't allow such experiences to deeply impact you again. Moving beyond this point is not just important, it's essential for your growth and well-being. As the famous quote by Viktor Frankl goes, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." This resonates deeply with the journey of emotional resilience. In modern life, where challenges and betrayals are often part of the landscape, the advice is clear. Embrace these experiences as opportunities for personal growth and use them to build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. But balancing trust and caution, this is a crucial skill in life. It's about acting wisely, discerning truth from deception, and not falling prey to others' illusions. Remember, it's not about distrusting everyone or shunning all risks, but equally, it's not wise to close off new experiences and opportunities. Imagine living in a bubble, only interacting with what's familiar. That's not the ideal way to live. Avoiding challenges doesn't erase problems, it just postpones dealing with them. Yes, facing pain can be tough, it can bring shame and regret. But here's the thing. Overcoming these negative emotions teaches us a valuable lesson. It shows us how to act differently in the future to avoid similar pain. Let me tell you a story. Once, there was a person who was so afraid of making mistakes they never tried anything new. They lived the same day over and over. But one day they decided to step out of their comfort zone. They faced challenges, stumbled, even fell. But with each fall they learned something new. They realized that every mistake was a stepping stone to a wiser self. So, embrace the balance of trust and caution. Step out of your comfort zone, face challenges, and learn from your mistakes. This is how you grow, how you become wiser. Remember, suffering is not just pain, it's a teacher. It's guiding you to a better, stronger version of yourself. Take this advice, apply it in your life, and watch how you transform. And how can we face challenges with resilience? It's crucial to remember that while it's natural to feel pain in response to these difficulties, we don't have to be defined or controlled by this discomfort. Imagine you're in a storm, but instead of letting the rain drench you, you learn to dance in it. The journey begins by finding a personal sanctuary, a space where you can freely experience and process your emotions without the burden of external judgments or expectations. This safe haven is essential for healing and reflection. It's easy to fall into the trap of building walls around yourself, vowing never to trust again, to avoid further pain. But this approach, while seemingly protective, can actually hinder your growth and joy. It's like shutting all the doors and windows during a storm but forgetting that you also keep out the sunshine. Instead, embrace the lessons from your experiences. Use them to sharpen your judgment and resilience, to find a balance between self-protection and openness to new adventures and connections. This balance is key to a rich and fulfilling life. Transforming pain into a stepping stone for growth is a powerful act. It's about understanding yourself deeply, acknowledging and accepting your emotions but not letting them rule you. It's a fine line between respecting your feelings and maintaining an objective view of the situation. This journey isn't just about building emotional resilience. It's about gaining a profound understanding of your needs, limits, and values. As the famous philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This path of self-discovery and overcoming adversity doesn't just prepare you for future challenges. It leads you towards a life of authenticity and fulfillment. You learn to not just survive the storms, but to thrive in them, emerging stronger, wiser, and more genuinely you than ever before. 11. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your thoughts about it. Mary Engelbreit. How to minimize stress in your life. Enjoy a light, stress-free life, not like in the movies where only the rich and those with plenty of free time can do it. A stress-free life can be easily achieved if you know how to organize and adjust even the smallest things in your daily life. A stress-free life simply involves 1. Stop overthinking about situations that have happened or not yet happened. Spending time thinking about the worst things is very simple. Usually we think about them for 2 reasons. First, to know about them so as not to be surprised, and second, to act to prevent them from happening. Ask yourself, does thinking about negative situations make your life better? Does it make you want to jump out of bed every morning to face the worst? Does it make you happier? If not, stop. Living with reality involves your own human emotions. Ask yourself 2 questions. What is the fear in your body like? What are you worried about? If you can't answer, it means you are not living with reality. The past and future will no longer be interesting and attractive if you can understand your body and emotions. 2. Stop worrying about other people's problems. Frequently helping others can sometimes lead to a habit of responsibility. At the same time, others gradually become dependent, expecting help from others. Invisibly, you have to solve your own problems and also bear the problems in others' lives. Therefore, it is necessary to help those in trouble to take responsibility for themselves, encourage, motivate, and teach them how to solve problems. 3. Stop caring about things you don't have. In our journey to embrace a more fulfilling life, a crucial step is learning to stop caring about things we don't have. This begins with a simple yet effective strategy. Avoid watching advertisements on TV. Advertisements, much like the artful strokes of a painter, craft a vivid picture of desires and wants, often leading us down a path of longing for what we lack. Marketing, in its essence, is a siren call to the unattained, constantly nudging us towards the next big thing we must own. However, the key to inner peace and contentment lies in resisting this external pull. By consciously choosing not to let advertisements dictate our interests, we reclaim control over our desires. It's akin to navigating a ship in a stormy sea. The waves of consumerism are strong, but with a steady hand at the helm, we can steer clear of unnecessary material pursuits. To fortify this mindset, let's recall the wise words of Epictetus. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This profound insight echoes through the ages, reminding us that true richness is found in simplicity and contentment. not in an endless chase after material goods. So, focus on what you have, cherish it, and let go of the incessant yearning for what's beyond your reach. This approach not only simplifies life, but also brings a sense of tranquility and satisfaction that no amount of material wealth can offer. 4. Stop hanging out with people who don't make you happy. Honestly, what kind of people do you want to be around? People who understand you, accept your flaws, with whom you can be yourself, who share your interests. There are many people with different personalities around you. Why should you sacrifice your time and energy for people who don't make you happy? Do they make you look better? Or do you have no one else to hang out with? Do you need to share your story to make yourself better? Do you feel tired of being asked so much? If the answer is yes, then that's also why you're tired of people who don't make you happy. 5. Stop doing a job that you feel has no future. Most people spend more time working than sleeping. On average, each person spends 40-80 hours a week or 2,000-4,000 hours a year working. This is a huge investment. If someone wants to spend 4,000 hours of dedication and effort on something that has no value to them, give them worthy advice to abandon that thought. And remember that you should do the same. You don't need to force yourself to endure a job just because it provides income to pay the bills. 6. Stop taking on tasks beyond your ability. Busyness is addictive. Slowing down can be scary because it makes you gradually feel your own emotions and truly experience them. For many people, slowing down a bit makes them feel like they're being left behind by life. They start to fall into depression because they don't know how to reconcile with their emotions. When you realize that emotions are just emotions, you can comfortably express them and gradually understand how passion for work helps you. Especially, you will realize that busyness is not really that attractive. 7. Stop being angry and hateful. Nobody compels us to harbor hatred or anger. It's like a relentless pest gnawing away at our body and spirit. Each morning, instead of greeting the day with hope and optimism, we find ourselves shrouded in resentment. This negativity becomes a repellent, gradually pushing people away until one day you find yourself in solitude, exhausted by the very anger you've been clinging to. Meanwhile, the target of your animosity remains largely unaffected. So pause and ask yourself, who is truly bearing the brunt of this suffering? It's an eye-opening moment when you realize that it's you. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This ancient wisdom encapsulates the futility and self-harm of clinging to anger. Let's embark on a journey of letting go, of transforming our inner turmoil into peace. It's not just about forgiving others, it's about freeing ourselves. By releasing these toxic emotions, we open our hearts to a life filled with more joy, more love, and an abundance of optimism. So, let's take that first step today, together, towards a life free from the chains of anger and hatred. 8. Stop complaining about things you can't change. There will always be people assigned to your office that you don't like. There are taxes you don't want to pay. There are drivers who refuse to move out of the left lane. In some countries, traffic moves on the left. There's a person in front of you at the check-in counter chatting with the staff. These situations are unchangeable, and getting angry only makes you more frustrated. Remember, you decide whether a situation is good or bad. Stop judging yourself. Stop dreaming about the future. Do your job. Follow your path. Be happy with your achievements and value. That is how you live without pressure. And don't forget that no one can make you feel pressured if you don't allow it. Embrace the philosophy of act as if nothing bothers you. A powerful mantra for men aged 30 to 65 embarking on the journey of self-improvement and resilience. When you truly grasp this concept, your life transcends beyond the comfort of the known. You'll find yourself exploring uncharted territories, embracing new situations and experiences with a sense of boldness. The beauty of this approach lies in its transformative power. You're no longer a naive traveler in life's journey. Instead, you become adept at sidestepping pitfalls and navigating through life's complexities. Challenges and pain might still cross your path, but with each encounter you emerge stronger, wiser, and more self-assured. This continuous cycle of learning and growing shapes you into a person who takes pride in their resilience and wisdom. Personal growth, remember, is a deliberate choice. It requires determination, a willingness to learn from every twist and turn, and an unyielding drive to keep advancing. Life is an unending lesson in self-awareness and maturity. Every experience, be it joyous or challenging, adds a layer to your personal development. With each hurdle, you gain invaluable strength and insight, preparing you for whatever lies ahead. In the modern world, where uncertainty is a constant companion, learning to navigate life with confidence yet caution is essential. Embrace life's unpredictability, but do so with a discerning eye, drawing lessons from the past to construct a more secure and robust future. As the famous quote by Winston Churchill goes, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This sentiment echoes the essence of our journey. Stay open to new experiences, but always approach them with a critical and cautious mindset. And remember, in this digital age, staying connected and informed is key. Subscribe to the channel Stoic in Your Life, hit the bell for notifications, and engage with our content through likes and comments. Your active participation fuels our journey together. See you in the next video, where we continue to explore the paths of personal growth and resilience.